I was going to do a funny little ha-ha moment, but I'm not going to do that because I need you to say more about agentic business card right away. We're
Agentic
finally getting a fucking Gen Alpha Patrick Bateman. Great.
It's different. Yes, exactly. So he started his pitch by saying, doesn't it suck when you go to a professional networking event, you add someone on LinkedIn, and then the connection dies, like nothing ever happens? What if what's missing is
oh my God, I fucking hate these people.
The idea, okay, so Purpose Labs is what they're called. They're building an agentic business card. You tap your phone and your agent has a conversation with the other person's agent about how you can add value to each other. Who are the people you can introduce? What favors can you do for each other? Their market is huge because trillions of interactions happen at business events.
Sorry. Their market is everything. Their market is every interaction with people.
Riley, listen, they're going to be the next LinkedIn. They want to be the operating system of every business relationship in the AGI world. I wrote this down word for word. They're going to have a physical card eventually, but for now, it's just like a digital card. And it's so funny because I think these people don't really understand what networking is and what relationships are, because this stuff runs on trust. This stuff runs on like reciprocity and trust and a sense of we're in this together, we know each other. You're not going to just do a favor for some random guy you met at a conference that you tap your agentic business cards together. I mean, like maybe these people would, but like that's not how these things actually work in the real world.
Imagine you are at, I don't know. For my mind always goes to HVAC when I want to imagine like a normal business, right? Imagine you're at like an HVAC conference in, I don't know, Des Moines. Yeah, you're at an HVAC conference in Sheboygan. Sure. Yeah. Right? They've taken over the Great Wolf Lodge in Sheboygan, and it's like 1 hour until water slide time. But first you have to get through the networking breakfast. And again, these people are all probably pretty wealthy, right? If you own a regional HVAC installer, you probably have a couple $1 million in liquid cash. You own your own house, and like you have like Lamborghini money. A lot of
liquid cash is what do they call it when I use it to go on the water slide?
Yeah, right. And also a lot of these businesses are businesses that might have a website or an Instagram page if the guy's nephew set it up for him. But like their reason that they're targets for private equity to buy is that they tend to like not have CRMs. They tend to not have a lot of online, but they just have all these customers that they've worked with basically forever, but they continue to work with. And that's like a huge amount of the economy is that kind of thing, especially as it's experienced by people. And the idea that you're trying to, as I think you alluded to this, Wendy, they're trying to solve a problem for themselves, but like imagine the Great Wolf Lodge in Sheboygan, and these are just guys whose businesses barely have websites going up to each other and being like, yeah, my business card said that we should go down the log flume ride together, so I guess let's go do that.
What if, no, here's a problem that I think maybe I can start a company to solve, which is we tap business cards. It says to go on that slide over there. But then I pull up my other AI app that tells me what taste to have, and it tells me to go on a different slide.
You got to link all of these agents together.
What I'm proposing is an app that aggregates all the things that I've got that tell me what to do, and then tells me what to actually do.
Just the one AI, the one agent to solve them all.
It's one agent that I implant into my brain, and it drives me around like a little car.
Perfect.
I mean, that's effectively what they're sort of working towards, right? Like that's because like underlying all of this is just this sense of like, okay, for whatever reason, like these people have sort of decided that like they no longer know how to interact with each other, and I think this is like sort of very common in just every aspect of AI use in general. Not to sort of bring it down to like a very hyper local level, but there is like an argument going on in my local dad's WhatsApp group, and both people who are involved in it.
I love the local dad's WhatsApp group. It's my favorite thing.
This has been going on for 3 fucking days, right? For 3 days, these people have been arguing, but they're not arguing themselves. They're using AIs to argue against each other.
No.
And one of them is using Claude, and one of them is using ChatGPT.
Oh.
And like, it's fucking bizarre because like.
Because now you have the data.
And I'm not sure how many people like recognize this AI, because there are like other dads who are trying to like intervene and they're not using AI. And so like this very weird sort of like argument is kind of happening, and like the AIs don't really know what they're arguing about anymore. I don't want to like give them too much agency. The whole thing is really weird.
I know you probably can't say, what are they arguing about?
It began with an argument over where to buy the best slice of cake from among the 5 bakeries that are in our area.
So one of the dads was just like, I'm going to take this motherfucker to school. All right, Claude, you and me.
And it's like some type of argument because like one of the independent cafes like is apparently like the guy who runs it. I don't want to get into the details, but the point is being that like
sorry, that's good
for
enough
whatever
for me.
reason, for whatever reason, both of these dads have decided that like rather than argue themselves or to like do what you used to do when you were a dad, which is to go to a car park and like try and fight each other, realize that like you no longer have the strength and you just like go for a pint and like just get on with your life, right? Like presumably that's how like this stuff works. Instead, they're getting the AIs to fight each other, and like I think it's just really sad and kind of weird, and it's just and it's like one of these sort of reminders that even in the most kind of like mundane aspects of everyday life, people have sort of decided that they no longer know how to do very basic things, and they need AIs to kind of do it for them. And then you're sort of explaining on this hyper level that like, like the people who are actually just like who have money in this economy have also decided that they don't know how to interact with each other, or that like normal parts of interaction are no longer efficient or no longer effective for some reason that they can't quite explain. And so they're trying to get their agents to sort of work out what kind of optimal date they should go on to decide if they can do business together. But even that's really weird. And it just does feel like what we're sort of converging towards is actually the Elon Musk kind of idea of what he wants Grok to be, which is like the one AI that tells you how to live your life.
But based. Well, if I can build on that for a moment, I mean, I was going to include this, but I bumped it for time, but I'm going to include a very truncated version of it, which is from a Wall Street Journal article about people recording everything all the time. Emmy Chang, founder of a startup that one invested in by a VC, is also quoted in this article, provides sales data intelligence, uses AI to describe every conversation she's ever in. At a work conference in Albuquerque, New Mexico in May, Chang wore a small pin with a red light indicating it was recording. Someone who worked at the conference eventually approached her and told her the device was making people uncomfortable, but she found the request to stop recording to be triggering.
No.
That's literally the
my
words.
Emotional support surveillance state.
Yeah. It's my thing, she says. I'm not attributing who said that. It's from my general knowledge. Chang has also taken the recording to most of her first dates, usually using the transcription tool Granola. She puts her phone out on the table, and then once the date is through, she has her feed automatically sent to Anthropic's Claude to report back on how she did. She might ask Claude, can I be more engaging or empathetic? What are the percentages of me talking versus them talking?
I miss when these people were just trying to fool everybody in the world by like making something where the actual product was the stock valuation. Right? Now they're trying to erode the human soul and make money off the actual valuation being the stock price.
Yeah, it's like, because like think like let's tie it back to Corgi, right? This is a company that doesn't really have a lot of auditable claims about what they've actually accomplished. A lot of how they say their business works is very woolly. They say we're a full stack AI insurer, but a human makes every decision. Which one is it? You can't be both. And again, it's like, okay, well, so it's worth 1 billion, 2 billion, 4 billion. It just doubles every 2 months at this point for a product that hasn't changed and hasn't proven itself anymore, at least not in a way that's publicly knowable. And for a sector that is absolutely not, I would say, well known enough to ensure the risks involved in. Like I've said at the very beginning, Wendy, people kill them. People are suing chatbot makers because their uncle killed themselves. How is Corgi have the secret sauce AI that says how to insure against that? I bet they don't. Maybe they do. I wouldn't imagine they do, though.
I think the answer is to also download, again, the Taste app that tells you which Quibs to watch, and that will stop you from killing yourself.
How many of those Quibs are going to be AI generated answers on a postcard?
Listen, if you're listening to the show, you can never die because there are so many Quibs to watch.
Yeah, it's if I have a friend who's really, really down, I'm like, no, you can't. You have so many Quibs.
So many Quibs.
Check out this Quib.
Yeah.
My
George
agent,
George W. Bush saying, now watch this Quib.
my agent talked to your agent and decided that this is the Quib that you need to watch in order to not be depressed anymore.
Honestly,
and
two HVAC conference guys in the Great Wolf Lodge in Sheboygan just being like, I don't know, our business cards told us we have to watch 50 States of Fright on Paramount Plus. I know that they don't actually have the literal Quibi properties. Just work with me here.